Look at how green that swamp is. Good morning, you beautiful people, and welcome to Minecraft. Oh man, I hope you guys are having a great Monday. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. I know I did. I had a very long Sunday day, and so I slept in today, and I went to bed early last night. This is my third episode of my Minecraft resume. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. I know I am. We are in 1.8 officially. Beta 1.8, that is. Look at this land generation. This is where the swamps were introduced, and I think just the really different biomes. I think before it was just forest, snow, or desert. I think that's all it was. In fact, I don't think there was deserts. Yeah, no, there had to be deserts. There had to be. But yeah, this is where extreme hills were a thing, forests and deserts and swamps, taigas. But look at this land generation. This extreme hills is probably my favorite I think I've ever seen ever. There's just a huge rock face right there, and it's not the biggest extreme hills. Well, I guess it probably is. It probably is pretty huge, but oh man, it blows me away that they generated like this before. I like the way they are now, but I wish there were kind of some like this. I feel like in this world there are steep cliffs with flat kind of places, normal places with almost like a sub-biome. It's almost like there's something in the code that was like, okay, this is extreme hills, go up 30 blocks and then have a plateau or a peak or something to where people can maneuver like this, you know. And I wish, because that's how real mountains are, you know. It's not just extreme hills, it should be like mountains. I think that should be a whole nother biome in and of itself. Because we have the new height limit of 256, I think that should be possible. I know there's amplified worlds, but maybe it is hard to do. Maybe it's hard to do for people's computers. And anyway, this is my house right here. I think that was my first bridge right there that wasn't made out of dirt. I had plans to make bridges out of all of these. Man, and never quite got there. There was not a lot I did in this world, so it's probably going to be a short episode. But this is where I started to really build, and I think this is where I started to take inspiration from other YouTubers. You can see I didn't want to be boring with the same kind of wall design. Oh yeah, stone bricks and glass panes were introduced as well, so I think that's why you see a lot of stone bricks here. All of the mushroom and trees were put there by me. Down there we'll get to later. This is a really dirty redstone way of getting down. For some reason I wanted a door there. But let's check out my house. Alright, this is fireplace. Why is this cobblestone? Because it was wood before, but then I put fire down and it spread and it burnt everything down. I just replaced it with cobble. So that's that. This is, yeah, that's my mine shaft that goes all the way down. We'll get there eventually. This is my home. This is the main part I went to. I think this is where I kept all my loot. Yep, look at that. Look at all of that. That's a stack and a half of iron blocks. That's really cool. But this is probably my favorite part about this build. Underground here, this is the best part, and this is the part that I think I am probably still like in my Minecraft life today. I think this is still the build style that I enjoy doing. This storage room right here is based off of Juicestra's storage room. If you watch Juicecraft, this is where I took inspiration from. Furnaces in the ceiling, wool. I think this is really cool, and I think wool's right here. Absolutely. Oh, that's snow. Okay. So much stuff in here. Not really. Actually, not a lot of stuff. Like I said, I'm not sure where I spent my time in this world, but I think it was just in here underground. Stone bricks, like I said, I don't know why torches are spammed in here. That's kind of weird. That's my nether. Nothing really interesting in the nether. I don't really build in the nether all too often. Ooh, it's getting nighttime. This you can see from outside. Maybe you've seen that before, but it's gorgeous. This glass panes. Glass panes are really good. This is my melon farm, pumpkin farm. You know, first ever redstone farm. Really frustrating to build. Repeaters here, and I think that was a mistake. I think that was a waste of repeaters, but that was my first ever pumpkin melon farm. That's right, melons were introduced as well. This was a good update. Look at that. More food, more building blocks, and a new biome, new biomes, yeah. This is where I learned that the entity count on Xbox Minecraft is limited. If you get too many entities of one thing, then it is going to despawn other entities of that same thing. And unfortunately, this is really inefficient wheat farm. I think that's why I only have 17 wheat and that much wheat. Seeds, I meant 17 seeds and that much wheat, because the seeds would despawn and the wheat would remain. I don't think that's a problem now because the items group, this is just a hole that goes all the way down to the edge of the mountain. I'm not sure why it's there. I'm not sure what possessed me to put it there, but maybe that's where I spent all my time. Over here, I think that's, like I said, I didn't do a lot here, and so we're basically wrapping up, except for the outside part. This is pretty much where I spent all of my time down here trying to farm slimes. I wanted a really efficient slime farm, but entity count was limited, so slimes were limited as well. Lava up here, really cool. That's right, this was before enchanting. This was all done by hand. I think for maybe an iron pick? Diamond pick? Not quite sure. Probably diamond pick. Probably a couple diamond picks, to be honest with you. Obviously putting that pumpkin farm in use. This was crazy. This is absolutely insane. You can see the lava dripping through here. Oof, I can't imagine doing this. That's insane. That's insane. Like, that's why I really love this series. Going back and seeing all the little things you used to do. All the things that like that right there, you cleared out that entire area without enchanted tools, and that's just crazy. That's insane to me. I can't believe we used to do that. And going back to beta worlds would be insane. Unfortunately, I started on the Xbox version instead of the PC version. Xbox version had beta, but when you update the Xbox version, it updates everything, so like I couldn't go back into the beta version like I can on PC and regenerate a world there, unfortunately. But that's quite alright. The Xbox version is still really good. I don't think it's as good as the PC version, of course, but it is right there. And with the One version coming out, it's probably a good contender if they can get the features updated, but I don't foresee that happening. Who is it? 4J Studios has a lot on their plate right now. So, Jukebox, I don't think there's any record. Yeah, there is. We have 13. Alright, so now let's head on down to the last little area of this world. And it is a beauty. I think this is safe fall. Yes, it is. Alright. Here's where I built a little house just to come back from caving or something. I really like this. You'll see it over here, but over here is where I really wanted to hammer out my building design. I thought cactus needed to be near water. What a noob. I had plans, quick note on that, I had plans to build animal farms in there because this was right before animal breeding came out, and so I was waiting for pigs and sheep and cows to spawn here, but it didn't work like that back then, so I just slaughtered all my pigs and cows and there's barely any left now. This is the path design continued. I faded into a smooth stone slab, and these lights right here, these lights are really cool, and this is a really beautiful area. at night. You can see glowstone hidden here. You can see I'm starting to develop those little details that I have now, and I think that's really cool. This is not a square house. It's a square house connected to a rectangle house. I was so proud of this building for whatever reason, because it wasn't a square house. It was, I don't know. It was a cool design, and it wasn't a square or a rectangle. It was both. So this is where I started to desire to build in a different way, and I just think it's cute, those little first attempts that we have. It's really not half bad. I mean, this is really cool how it kind of, if this was in a taiga and we had a bigger glass area with maybe like a balcony, I think this would look really, really good. Second bridge I ever built in Minecraft before sandstone stairs, over to this building, which I used when I was farming mobs, because I would play on peaceful, then I would switch to easy or hard or something, and I would fight mobs over here. All of these little things are creeper explosions, right? That's all it was. And apparently I farmed wood here for whatever reason. This village is a mess. Before villagers, by the way, before villagers were in villages, absolutely weird. Really peculiar. This is the edge of the world. If you're curious, you cannot go past that. There is an invisible wall there. It's really disappointing, but I think this was another good view of the extreme hills. Yeah, like I said before, it's like 20 or 30 blocks and then you plateau. And that's what I miss about the mountains. I wish that was a thing again. I think everyone you talk to, like, they don't necessarily miss the way it used to be. Yeah, look at this, man. This is beautiful. I could have done something with this. You could have put, like, a little harbor in here. Oh, yeah, that's potential. Maybe, no. Well, maybe I should. Maybe I should go to 1.8.2, I think that's what this was, on the PC version of Minecraft. Generate this seed and then update it to the new snapshot, and then we get the new land generation with this little area. No, that's probably a really terrible idea. Yeah, I think, like I was saying before, if you ask anyone, they don't normally miss the old enchanting system. They don't miss the old villager system, but they do miss a couple things. They miss land generation and the health system. Now, personally, I don't miss the health system. I like the way it is now, even though it is a little easy. You know, I see why people miss it, but I think everyone misses the old land generation. And I think especially with the new land generation, you know, praise Jeb for all he's done. You know, he's done a great job and everything, but I really don't see why people complained about a desert biome being next to a taiga biome. It's not something that bothers me, and I don't understand why it bothered some people, because now I have to travel thousands and thousands of blocks to get a desert, you know, one desert that might spawn, and jungles are rare now, and, you know, I miss the old land generation, but again, it's all personal preference. It's no big deal. Minecraft is such a huge game, there's so much to do, that traveling a couple thousand blocks for a biome is really no big deal at all. So I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying. I hope you're going back through your old worlds and discovering what you've done before as well. So until the next beautiful Minecraft morning, I really have something great for you guys then too. You don't want to miss that. It's so good. I've been working so hard on it. I will catch up with you guys later. And as always, have a great day.